Newly released body camera footage of this police shooting shows Daniel Shaver's last moments. Police were responding to reports of a man pointing a rifle out of a hotel room window.
Hands up in the air! You do that again, we're shooting you. Do you understand? Please do not shoot me.
Begging for his life.
Then listen to my instructions. I'm trying to do what you don't talk, listen! Hands straight up in the air. Do not put your hands down for any reason. You think you're going to fall, you better fall on your face. Your hands go back in the small of your back or down. We are going to shoot you. Do you understand me? Yes, sir.
An officer then orders Shaver to crawl toward him. Shaver complies, but then moves his right hand behind him despite the warning. Officer Philip Mitchell Brailsford fires 5 rounds, killing Shaver. Brailsford was charged with second-degree murder over this January 2016 shooting. In an interview with police, he said he thought Shaver was going for a gun, saying, quote, "He could have easily and quickly drawn a weapon down on us and fired without aiming, and he could have hit us or the citizen that we had just detained." No gun was found on Shaver. Brailsford was acquitted last week, his defenders saying his actions were justified.
Pretty much every use of force subject matter expert that reviewed this case absolutely said he acted consistently with his training.
On the tape, Shaver is repeatedly ordered to follow officers' instructions.
If you make a mistake, another mistake, there's a very severe possibility you're both going to get shot. Do you understand that? Yes. If you move, we're going to consider that a threat, and we are going to deal with it, and you may not survive it. Do you understand me? Yes, sir.
Despite the warnings he received, Shaver's family does not believe the shooting was justified. Their attorney saying in a statement to CNN, quote, "That's an execution, pure and simple. The justice system miserably failed Daniel and his family."
And joining me now to discuss is CNN contributor and national reporter for The Washington Post, Wesley Lowery, who has covered police and officer-involved shootings extensively over the past couple of years here. Wesley, thank you for joining us. The wife of Daniel Shaver has filed a civil suit against the city of Mesa. Now that the video is public, will there be any sort of review of this case, or is this it, aside from a civil case, a civil suit?
The civil suit, and there's one filed both by Daniel Shaver's widow as well as his parents have filed a separate civil suit, is essentially what remains. In this case, the officer, Philip Brailsford, has left the department. They had conducted their internal review and their internal investigation. The officer barking the commands, who is a separate officer, has also left the department, to my knowledge. And so, frankly, this is the end of the road. This was a case in which one of the very rare cases where a police shooting prompts criminal charges, but as is very often, in fact, most often the case, did not secure a conviction of the officer, despite the fact that, this was a shooting where many members of the public, regardless of their politics, regardless of how they feel about the police, watch this video and feel as if this did not need to end in someone being killed.
I thought that was interesting because the officer, even in court, said that, if I had to do it all over again, I expect that this would still have been the outcome and I would have no problem with it. They said that he followed training and proper procedure. A lot of the questions now are focusing on if this is proper procedure and proper training. Should something be changed if this is considered an acceptable outcome of that training?
Well, of course, and that's, as you watch this, and as we watched it over and over again, what's difficult to comprehend, I think a lot of people can place themselves in Daniel Shaver's position. He's in a hotel drinking with, some acquaintances. The police order them out of the room, and then he receives this series of instructions. Put your hands up. Now put your hands on the ground. Now put your hands on your head. Now cross your legs over each other. Now crawl, right? And so for a viewer, and I've heard this from both former police officers, I've received a number of messages from former police officers who are very upset by what they see in this video, and obviously just normal viewers and normal readers who say that it seems as if this was elongated and they were this almost Simon Says process. Do these 17 things, and if you don't do them the right way, we're going to kill you. You can understand why that might be a little jarring and hard for Daniel Shaver to follow those instructions.